but we're recording this. So if you're watching this on a recording, what I'd love to do is welcome you here as well. So we're going to talk about how we met with 48 agents in 48 hours. We're going to talk about what we did, but we are also going to talk about how we did it. This was a project that we put together, and September, this was just last month, we went down to Tampa, Florida. Now we're in Pennsylvania, about 1,500 miles or 1,200 miles away. Rich is down there in Florida, and was a big, huge proponent, huge contribution to getting out there, meeting with agents. The team was starting to set up some appointments, and we said, hey, look, and here's the reason why we did it in 48 hours. So I have 3 young kids, and I don't want to be away from home too long. I mean, we could have done this in a week. In fact, most loan officers don't meet 48 agents in a month. We needed to do it in 48 hours. So what we did is we set our calendar for success, and we said, hey, look, if we're going to do this in 48 hours, we got to be super intentional about what we're doing and super efficient on our time. Yes. You guys with me? Do me a favor, give me a fist bump into the camera, shake it around a little bit.
While we're fist bumping, Mike, is there a way you can change your screen so we only see the slide that you are on currently? Make it bigger. We can see the next slide in notes too.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, sure thing. Thank you very much for that. How are we doing now? All right. So, So typically, we do 1 day a month for a class, 1 day a month for a happy hour, and we do them on different days. But what we wanted to do is combine all of this into a 48-hour period. This market, obviously, I said being so far away, it forced us into having to do this. So what I want to say about that is sometimes we don't force ourselves to get these results because we don't have to. We're at home. We can just do it over the month. We can, spread it out. And quite frankly, at your home, I would do that because it gets to become predictable and repeatable. But if you want to get as much done in the shortest amount of time, it's totally doable to do this in 48 hours. Here was our game plan. September 14th, I was arriving in Tampa, and I was just going to arrive on the 14th. The 15th, we were going to do one-on-one appointments. I think we had 6 realtors lined up over 4 appointments. And we were going to do a happy hour that evening. That next day, we we're going to do a lunch and learn how to get more seller and buyer leads in today's market, which was an absolute hit. And then we're going to leave. So it was literally that fast. Here's how we did it, man. Using our scripting, we called real estate agents and to market to fill using 2 different scripts. The one script is the new Right Now scripting. And I say that because, with COVID, things have changed. People are faster. People are, we got to get right to the point. So people's mindset has changed. We have a new script for one-on-one. So make sure that you guys can get a copy of that. It should be somewhere in our Facebook group. If not, reach out to us in the group, tag Morgan, myself, someone on the team. We'll get you a copy of that. And then the event scripting. So basically, here's what it looks like. I'm going to go quick through it with you. So, by the way, real quick, in the lunch and learn with the realtors, we use our scripting and we give it to them. And that was one of the most popular parts. So I'm very passionate about scripting. I'm very passionate about sales, basically. And that's what all scripting is. Using neurolinguistic programming, using the psychology of the sale to have a better script. And that's not a spelling error in the first line. So basically, hi, Seth, how you doing? The reason I say how you doing, or it doesn't have to be that exaggerated, like, hey, how you doing? I don't have doing because I don't want somebody to go, how are you doing? Hey, how you doing? It flows a little bit more natural. Hey, this is Michael with, and I'm a little up in the air on this with the company thing. I don't like to say company. This is Michael with Fairway Mortgage. I don't like to say that because it just screams sales. But hey, this is Michael Mann. I know you weren't expecting my call, but the reason I'm calling is we're focused on helping our realtor partners close more business and do it in less time. The real quick psychology behind that, and if you've already watched the scripting, this will be repeat. But as Tony Robbins, one of my mentors, Tony's a big mentor of mine. As Tony Robbins says, repetition's the mother of all skill. So I want to go through this again with you. I know you weren't expecting my call is a psychological anchor that brings you closer to the prospect on the other end of the phone. And the reason that it happens is because, does anybody know? Go ahead and type it in the chat if you guys know the reason that that works so well. Go ahead and type in the chat if you know. Type yes. You don't have to type the reason why. It's going to be a paragraph. Just type yes in the chat. If you don't, type no in the chat. That'll be cool. Got a couple yeses. You guys have watched the training. Super cool. The reason is because they weren't expecting your call. That's point blank. And it brings you so much closer to that prospect for just a split second, right? I know you weren't expecting my call. They're like, yeah, I wasn't expecting your call. Hey, but the reason I'm calling is that second line is super important because the next thing they're thinking is, oh, okay, well, I wasn't expecting your call, but why are you calling? The reason I'm calling is we're focused on helping our realtor partners close more business and do it in less time. So they're a realtor and you're focused on them. Boom, you've got their attention. My real passion is marketing. I'm currently increasing direct-to-consumer campaigns. As a result, I come across buyers and sellers that are not currently working with an agent, still grabbing their attention. Every single sentence has to build off of each other, off of each one, to continue to grab your attention and pull yourself closer to that prospect. I'm looking for realtors who are interested in 2 to 3 additional transactions this year and looking to get back 3 to 5 hours of their life on every transactions we close together. I'm expanding in your market. So I'm gonna just pause on here just because I really want to get into the meat of what happened. But you guys know the scripting. If you're not familiar with the scripting, go back and look into the guides on our Facebook page. The whole entire explanation is there. Excuse me. Obviously, if the agent responds favorably, we scheduled the appointment. Now, I did not say we didn't do any Zoom stuff. So in this instance, it was only in person. It was only at this time. It was only at this event. And if they didn't want to meet in person, that was okay. We just didn't meet with them. I want to spend 2 minutes on this real quick right here. So think about this for a second. When you're at home and you're not under the gun, right? We're like, yeah, we'll meet you on Tuesday or maybe Thursday, or yeah, I can adjust my schedule. I had no ability to adjust my schedule, not one iota of ability. We were minute to minute. It was basically a presidential schedule of meetings. This time, go here, do this. After that, do that. So I had no flexibility. The fact that we have flexibility, or we allow ourselves to be flexible, actually puts us at a disadvantage because we think we can just accommodate to the agent. If they didn't meet when we wanted them to meet, where we wanted them to meet, we didn't meet with them. We weren't doing Zooms, but when you're at home, there's a little bit more flexibility. And if you wanted to do Zooms, that's cool too. So that was for the one-on-one meetings. All right. Let's go to event scripting. So we use this scripting for events. I know you weren't expecting my call. The reason I'm calling is Michael asked me to touch base with you about a recent email he sent inviting you to our happy hour. The reason we put that in there is there's a recent email that he sent. So I've already contacted the person. And psychologically, they're like, okay, well, he's already called me, or he's already reached out. Maybe they see it, maybe they saw it, maybe they didn't. And are you able to attend, whatever the event is? And the event title is so stinking important. I just came up with another title for an event that I have been teaching for years called how to close 6 more transactions next year without breaking a sweat. Do me a favor, type in the chat if you think that's a really good name. How to close for a real estate agent, how to close 6 more transactions next year without breaking a sweat. Type in the chat, yes or no. Yes, like it, cool. Like it, yes, absolutely, yes. Cool. Guess what? It's not as good as what it's called now. The name of the class is How to Make $58,135 next year without spending an extra dollar in marketing. Who thinks that's a better one? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Better? Thumbs up, thumbs down. All right, cool. It's all about it's a sizzle, man. It's all about how you So basically it's like a movie, right? Like when they advertise movies, the name of the movie is really important. Like if it was, I don't know, Top Gun. Top Gun is the name of the movie, and then the description of Top Gun is whatever it is. What if they were just like some dudes that flew airplanes, right? Like it would be not even exciting. And I'm just coming that off the cuff. I can come up with a way better example than that. But there's also another class that we're teaching, and the name of that class is how to do 4 transactions from every transaction that you close without breaking a sweat. Who thinks that's an amazing topic that realtors are going to attend? Go ahead. Yeah, hands up. Let's do hands. Yep. Cool. All right. Thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm going to ask you, how about this one? How to make $75,000 commission on a $300,000 listing? Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Boom, there it is. So it's so important that, and maybe we're going to update this scripting, event scripting, Morgan. We want to have the, enter title here. Wanted to touch base with you about a recent email he sent. And oh, I'm sorry, this is happy hour. This isn't about the class. This is about a happy hour. So the other script would be just about which class that we're putting on. Sorry, I didn't see that. So notice, yes, Austin will put you down and save you a seat. If they say no, hey, we don't press here. Look at we're giving away, we're selling a free good time, right? A couple drinks, some appetizers. We don't press here because, quite frankly, maybe they don't drink. Maybe we don't press. Okay, hey, no problem. We let it go. Email invitations, email blast with happy hour and class information. Do not use email blast to fill one-on-one appointments. It's super impersonal. So sending email blast to fill a happy hour, yes. To fill a class, absolutely. The one-on-ones, no, we got to get way more personal than that. Personal emails to warm connections with flyers. Emails cannot replace phone calls. If you have warm connections with your agents, your ABCs, we call them bronze, gold, and bronze, silver, gold. We also, and platinum. If you want to personally invite them and send the email to your entire list, but you definitely want to, you don't want the flyer to replace the phone calls. So here's a sample flyer. Who thinks this flyer is cool? Thumbs up, thumbs down. All right. Another flyer, super cool, lunch and learn. And here's a piece, this is super important, confirming and affirming appointments and events. So a lot of people call to confirm. Hey, I'm calling to confirm our appointment tomorrow. I'm calling to confirm our one-on-one. So we like to call to affirm. So we don't call and say, hey, just want to make sure we're still on tomorrow. We call to say, we're looking forward to seeing you. I've got a lot of stuff prepared. My schedule's tight and packed. I'm going to be there on time. I want to respect your schedule. So we'll be there right on time, if not a few minutes early. So look forward to seeing you at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Michael, can I jump in on that for 1 second?
Please do.
Okay. Very, very important here. One thing that I noticed when I made it to our Lunch and Learn event, I thought it was a little difficult to see the hotel from the street. And so when I'm making those affirmation appointments in the morning, making sure that we are putting butts in seats, I'm calling them and saying, hey, this is Rich. I know we've got that Lunch and Learn event that's going on today. Just want to give you a heads up when you're coming down the road. I want you to look for Culver's Restaurant. When you see that, make the right-hand turn, and then you'll see the hotel in the back. At no point in time during that phone call am I like, hey, are you going to be coming or not, or anything like that. I'm making that phone call. I'm expecting them to be there. And so here I'm reaching out. I'm giving them a little bit of help. That's what we do. We're generous. We're helpful. We're thoughtful. But at the same time, I'm setting the tone. We expect you to be here for that. So.
Yeah. So, and I love that, Morgan, as Rich says that, let's take a note down and add this to our presentation. No matter if that freaking hotel has neon lights on it and it is on the middle of Sunset Strip and you can't miss it, going forward, I want every single one of our events, one of our classes that we teach, I want a phone call to go out to be like, hey, it's kind of hard to see our building from the road, or hey, it's kind of hard to see the hotel from the road. Even if it is like right on the road, just say, hey, look, I want to make sure you don't miss the hotel when you're driving south on whatever. That was genius, dude. We haven't done that, and I want to adopt that into our practice. And I'd love to adopt that into our practice for our happy hour phone calls that we're calling as well. Having that conversation, not, are you coming? Hey, just want to let you know, we're looking forward to seeing you. I love it. We'll figure out how to do that with, each and every event that we have. But that was pure amazingness that came out of necessity. So good job on that. Absolutely. And then of course, physical invitations in the mail for the one-on-one appointments. This was huge. This is over the top. One of the ways that you can separate yourself from the competition is do more than anybody can expect, that can expect of you. Over deliver, right? Under promise, over deliver. Just over deliver massive value. We were sending, and I didn't even know this. So this is what's cool part about the team, is the team just starts doing other things that improve. And I didn't realize that we were doing this. We sent out reservation confirmed. We'll see you for lunch at Circles on the Waterfront Restaurant. It was amazing. And I love that we sent them out. Get it in the mail. It's official. It's real. So super cool. A lot of objections that people could have with that would be, well, what if we don't have their home address? I don't know. We'll get it. Or what if we only have the office address? I don't know. Get their home address. Figure it out. So many people get caught up in the tyranny of how. Figure it out. I'm sure we figured out what their home address was, or we sent it to their office and maybe they got it, maybe they didn't. But I love the practice of this. This is absolutely beautiful. And this is over the top. That's how you improve your show up rate. So anyway, with all that said, so day one, here was the plan. The plan was September 4th, arrive in Tampa, stacked one-on-one appointments, happy hour in the evening. So basically day 1.5, if you will. What ended up happening, this was amazing. What ended up happening was we landed in Tampa, and sometime between a day or two before leaving, we ended up, we had a team of agents, a broker owner actually. And he also is a builder. He owns a builder company. They couldn't meet with us at a certain time. So we said, hey, we'll catch them next time. And there was a conversation that I overheard, and I said, hey, dude, let's meet them for dinner on Tuesday night when I fly in. I was flying in at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Our flight was, my baggage was delayed. So we weren't out of it until 5:30. The moment we got the bag, got the rental car, we had to drive 45, almost an hour up the road. And we sat down at a really cool restaurant, that place called Ford's Diner or Ford's Restaurant or something. And Ford's Garage, sorry. And I thought it was like, I was like, oh man, what are we going into? But it was actually a really cool spot. So we weren't expecting to meet with these agents, but we called an audible the day or two before and said, dude, try to set it up when we get in there that night. Absolute amazing meeting. So I'm super glad that we had that. I'll talk about that here in a quick second. So we met with 3 agents there that night, which was extra over the top. Next day, 12, 1, 2, and 3. We had 3 agents at the first meeting. Well, guess what? I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. They were a no call, no show. It happens. No call, no show. They didn't come. And what happened was we had a breakdown in our follow-up process, in our affirmation process. It happens. The good news is 1 o'clock, the agent showed up. It was amazing. The 2 o'clock agent that showed up, when he sat down, we were sitting next to a guy. We didn't know who it was. It was 2 gentlemen behind us. When the agent sat down, he turned around and said, hey, Larry, hey, Mark. One was a loan officer. The other was a title company agency owner. He introduced us to them too. So we had a great one-on-one appointment with them when that agent actually excused himself for 10 minutes and said, I got to run to the bathroom. Excuse me, I'll be right back. He didn't come back for 10 or 15 minutes. We thought he dashed on us. We're like, man, dude, that sucks. What he did was he went out on the deck, and there was about 10 agents from a team from a Keller Williams office or something. And he went out there to touch base with, shake hands, and say hello. And when he came back, we were like, hey, what happened? He goes out, invites all 10 of those agents to our happy hour. I think 1 or 2 of them ended up coming. But he was just absolutely amazing. He introduced us to the title guy, introduced us to another loan officer that was there, which I'll share some cool information with that as well. And ended up inviting a whole bunch of other people to all of our events. So that went off without a hitch. It was amazing. Met another agent at 3. When that was over at 4 o'clock, we had to drive 45 minutes to where we were having the happy hour. We arrived there like right on time, just a few minutes before. We have 25 agents at this happy hour, and it went off just perfectly. Like it was the perfect setting, the perfect scene, went off perfectly. So then Rich and I say, hey, I wanted to go get some dinner. So we go to this amazing restaurant, Burns Steakhouse. I've always wanted to eat there. Thank you again, Rich, for that opportunity to be able to eat there. And we're sitting at the bar and we overhear 2 people talking next to us. Obviously, they're real estate agents. And, we don't say anything. We respect their dinner. They respect ours. And towards the end, we introduced ourselves and got their cards, got their info. And the one guy had to leave, but the other agent ended up staying with us, hanging out and telling us about the dessert room upstairs. This restaurant was out of this world. This dessert room, we walked through this amazing restaurant experience into what I can only call the Disneyland of dessert worlds. It was a dessert room that had like this honeycomb, cool, it was ridiculous. I can't, but anyway, we had this amazing experience with a big top dog realtor and real estate developer. He was in the development community somehow. And we were there till 1 o'clock in the morning eating ice cream and brandies and all this other crap that I'd never even heard of before. It was an amazing experience. Didn't even plan to have it. Day 2, lunch and learn. We had 16, 18 agents. I forget what the number was there. It was that was the plan. Lunch and learn was 16 agents. But here's what was cool. We had that amazing contacts. And then we ended up meeting, Rich saw some guy putting flyers on the cars out in the parking lot. Ended up bringing them in because we had a conversation that day with real estate agents about how to make more money by farming certain areas around where they sold a listing. And one of the ideas was, hey, we should hire somebody to go out into the marketplace and hand out flyers or hand out status postcards of the listing that they just sold. That's going to increase the people's value in that marketplace. So he happens to see that guy. He comes on in. We got his contact information. We're actually going to contact him to see if we can hire him to help some of our agents down there in Tampa execute on some of these classes that we're going to be teaching. So that was super cool. Love that. 2 clap for Rich on that one. And then basically we departed. And in that quick that quick amount of time, we had experience at Ford's Garage with these great agents right here. We had an amazing time. These were all our folks out here on the patio at Tiki Docks. Rich and Jason talking to some agents. There's Larry, the title dude. What's really cool, and I think the guy in the black shirt name is Kyle or something.
Robbie.
What's his name? Robbie? Yeah. All right. So I'm not 100% on that. He's a videographer that actually we're going to see about hiring to video, trying to video capture. I wanted to contact Robbie to video capture our next venture, which is in October, where we're looking to meet with 100 agents in 5 days. I'll tell you about that in a real quick second. We're going big this time, man. We're going even bigger. 48 agents in 48 hours is huge, but 100 agents in 5 days would be absolutely epic. Here's our lunch and learn room, which was super cool. Loved it. People are engaged, lots of smiles. We weren't paying them to smile. They're actually doing it on their own. We were having fun. Absolutely amazing. Lots of talk. We got the lunch. It was amazing. And a big, huge shout out to Morgan for getting this all set up. Seth making a ton of phone calls, getting that thing running. It was absolutely insane, off the chart. So what's next? 100 agents in 5 days. Here's our schedule. We're going to meet arriving on Tuesday. I would love to try to meet with the owner of Keller Williams and 5 agents out of that agency if we can. I'd like to look to have a dinner with a group of real estate agents that evening. We haven't set those up yet. That's on its way. Wednesday, we're stacking appointments, one-on-ones at that same restaurant. Going to do a happy hour on at the same exact spot. We're doing the exact same thing, 5 to 7. We probably got to throw a Burns Steakhouse trip in after that because it worked so well last time. Thursday, I'm going to stack some classes. So we're going to do a lunch and learn stacking. We're going to host one class in the morning from 10 to 11:30. And then we're going to do, then we're going to do lunch in the middle. We're the agents from the first class. After we teach them, they're going to come to the lunch, and we're going to invite the people for the second class to the lunch before we teach them. So we're going to hold 2 classes with a group lunch in the middle. That's called stacking your classes. And then we're going to do an event out at Top Golf. So it's basically like a happy hour at a driving range that is music and lights and super amazingness. I'm so looking forward to that. Stacked one-on-ones Friday morning, round of golf with 6 agents. We got 2 tee times in the afternoon. And we've been invited to go fishing with the broker owner that we met the last time. And we're having dinner at the broker owner's house on Saturday with friends and people from his team. So the way that it looks like for us is Tuesday, we're going to meet with 10 to 12 agents. Wednesday, 4 appointments. So 4 agents and 25 people at a happy hour. Thursday, we're looking to have 20 agents in the class the first morning, 20 agents in the class in the afternoon, and 10 to 15 agents at Top Golf in the evening. Friday, 3 appointments, 6 agents, 3 appointments and 6 agents at golf for a total of 9. And fishing, we're going fishing with 5 people, and dinner probably about 4 or 5. So that comes out to a total of 109 real estate agents in just 5 days, which, dude, if that's pretty awesome, do me a favor, give me a fist bump into the camera. Just want to show you what is possible when you don't think things are impossible. So here's the deal, though. Comparison's the thief of joy. So I don't want anybody that's watching this, whether you're on here live or watching this recording, I don't want you to turn this off and go, I can't do that. You don't have to. Even if you met with 5 agents a week, you'd be doing more than most loan officers do. If you're just meeting 5 agents a week, doing this on such a smaller scale. In order to execute like this, obviously a team's essential. Doing it on a small scale, even if you're just a solo loan officer doing 3 to 5 agents a week is humongous. But if you can get it to 10, imagine the amazing results. So here's my question to you. If nothing were impossible and you could craft your own life, craft your own journey, and you could craft your own results and nothing were impossible, what would it look like? What would that look like right now? How many agents could you meet with if you were, and again, if you're a single loan officer, yeah, you got stuff to do. Could you do 1 class and 1 happy hour each month? Could you do 4 appointments every single week? Because I can tell you the results that you'll get from that. 4 appointments a week is 4 times 4, that's 16. And a happy hour could yield anywhere between 5 to 25 people. And a class could yield anywhere between 5 to 25 people. I mean, you could literally be meeting with 40 to 60. And again, even if it's 20 or 10 each month, I guarantee, I promise you, your business will go up. It will be absolutely amazing. And, quite frankly, the sky is the limit. So I want to thank you guys for being on here. Thanks for watching this. If you're watching this on recording, I'm sure there's going to be a button to click for more information. If you want to join us inside the Get More Realtors Now program, we work together. We share results. We share frustrations. We share the good stuff. We share the bad stuff. But guys, thanks for being on here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for letting me share this. I'm so super passionate about it. Rich, I can't wait to see what's coming next. I can't wait to go for this 100 realtors in 5 days. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So for now, let's for now, this has been great. This has been awesome. Has it been beneficial for you? Give me a yes, give me a hands up if yes. Give me a thumbs down if it's not. All right, super cool. I got thumbs up. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for allowing me to share this with you guys. But I always say, don't have a great day. Go make it an outstanding day. If not for you, make it for somebody else. Live with passion, and see you guys real soon. Thanks. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.